Week 6 of the SFLm's 5th season concludes here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada tonight, as the Tacoma Grizzlies come north of the border to take on the Ottawa Cavalry. I am Justin Reeside, along with Brett Solberg. And Brett, we have here a scrappy Ottawa team and a Tacoma team who's looking to continue their playoff run, but Ottawa looks to stop it here. What do you think of this one, Brett?
I think this is more so a tale of two different teams. You look at the Tacoma Grizzlies, led by I would almost say one of the best SFLm quarterbacks out there already in Ty Tack, throwing over 400 or 500 yards in certain games, leading this offense, this very, very high-powered offense into this game against an Ottawa team that is so potent defensively, has only allowed the second least points in the SFLm right now, but can't seem to find anything offensively. So this is a clash of two teams. It's going to be very interesting how this goes.
Yeah, very interesting how this game will decide the playoff race right now, as Tacoma is in the playoff race and Calgary is in the hole, and as they say, in the door looking to open it. But here, right now, this game is about to kick off as Eric Jacobson has the ball on the tee, and McDowell's back to receive it. Heads in the air, and we are underway from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. McDowell from his 10-yard line receives the ball, takes it down to about the 31-yard line. That's where Tacoma will start their drive, and their offense looks like this. Ty Patak is your quarterback. JB Elliott is your running back. Christopher Dean, a two-way player from the Motor City Yates, is your fullback. William McDowell, T. McQueen, and Shea Kaufman are your wide receivers. Christian Bacigalupe is your tight end. And the guarders, Frank Burks. 1st and 10 from the Tacoma 31-yard line. Patak under center. Looks to throw. Throws it right to T. McQueen, and McQueen gets 6-7 yards out of that. That'll be a 2nd and 3 for Tacoma.
And yeah, you're seeing it early here, this high-powered passing offense for Tacoma averaging almost 400 passing yards per game so far, as Patak's numbers go higher and higher each game. Last game, 503.
503, a record. Obviously in Tacoma, in the Tacoma history books, as we have a 3rd and 3 coming up here from the Tacoma 38. Patak under center. And handoff is to BJ Elliott, and Elliott finds the hole and gets the first down before he's tackled there. And let's look at this Ottawa Cavalry defense. Ziggy Blaylock and Buster Brunks to the defensive ends. Robert Vale is the defensive tackle. Juan Mississippi, Timothy Conley are the linebackers. Amart Bryant Jr. and Tierce Pearson are the cornerbacks. TJ Frosty, Kevin Smoker, Josh Neal, and GB Wallace are the safeties. Another handoff to JB Elliott, and this time Elliott gets stopped there, right at the line of scrimmage there. Tackle there by the big man there, number 71 for Ottawa.
Yeah, and this might be one of the weaknesses in Tacoma's offense here, is that they don't really have that much of a running game. They're only really averaging close to 55 yards per game. So I'd like to see more involvement from their running crew here, instead of just going solely with Patak's throwing offense.
As Patak's under center, he throws it short to JB Elliott, and Elliott gets stopped there by TJ Frosty.
Yeah, and that's going to be the key here, is just to stop that passing offense from Tacoma at any chance they can here, and try to limit them getting to these 3rd and medium and 3rd and long situations, and try to force your secondary to kind of lock down on these receivers as well. This will be a key 3rd down to start off for Ottawa.
As it's a 3rd down and 7 here, Patak in the shotgun, and he throws it over to Shane Kaufman there, and that's a 1st down for Tacoma in Ottawa territory at the 45.
And GB Wallace had the good idea to kind of stay around Shane Kaufman, but Patak did a great job to kind of lace it into the hands of Shane Kaufman and managed to make that a catch instead of a pass deflection, and another 1st down for Tacoma.
Tacoma at the Ottawa 45. Patak under center here in the single back 2 wide receiver formation. He goes back to pass. He throws it short to Kaufman, and Kaufman gets a 5-6 yard gain before he's tackled there by Kevin Smoker.
Yeah, and Shane Kaufman has been the main benefactor of this Tacoma offense here, as he is the only receiver so far in the SFLm heading into this week with over 700 yards receiving, also with 6 touchdowns to his name this season. So he's really making a name for himself here, Kaufman.
Yeah, excuse me, that was a Bryant Jr. there on the tackle. My fault there. As Patak gets it from under center here. Throws it short and perfectly first down throw right there to parry the backup, one of the backups.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of the downfalls for this Ottawa defense. If they're going to guard so far away to kind of limit Shane Kaufman from getting those big yards, it's going to leave those short routes open. And you saw that there with just the kind of that quick dump-off pass and another first down for Tacoma.
Yeah, 1st and 10 for Tacoma at the Ottawa 33. Contact back to grass, and he is dropped there. That is Buster Bronx, the big man. Defensive end for the sack.
And you're talking big here. Big old 6'8", 320. Week 3 signing for Ottawa here, and he's already played an impact in this first quarter here, finally getting the stop that Ottawa has needed all drive so far, pushing Tacoma back 7 yards.
As it's the 2nd and 17 from the back at the Ottawa 39. Patak gets the snap. He throws it short over to Elliott, and Elliott spins, but he's stopped there by Terrence Pierce and Timothy Connolly on the tackle.
It is a great read from the Ottawa secondary. Terrence Pearson, one of the guys, along with Timothy Connolly, like you said, ready in pursuit for that dump-off pass to J.B. Elliott, and basically made it a net minimal gain of 3 yards.
3rd and 14 at the Ottawa 37. Patak under center in this 4 wide receiver single back set. He drops back the pass. He throws it, and it is intercepted. That is intercepted there by Amar Bryant Jr. That's a first down for Ottawa.
And there's Ottawa's defense coming into this, forcing Patak to throw his 5th interception of the season here, as once you play that deep ball and you want to play a kind of a go big or go home offense with this stingy Ottawa defense, it's going to pay, and it paid on this first drive here.
Yeah, let's look at the Ottawa offense here. Cyrus Jive is your quarterback. Dwan Salmons is your halfback. Amazir Maheta is the fullback. Gus Scott, Michael Knight, Isaiah King the fourth are your wide receivers, and Gus York's your tight end. As Maheta is on the carry there for about 6 yards. That'll be a 2nd and 3 for Ottawa.
Yeah, and get this, Ottawa's first play of their drive goes with a fullback dive, and it gets them a big 7 yards, kind of surprising Tacoma's defense here, which hasn't been all that up to snuff so far in this SFLm season, which has caused only this 3-2 record.
As Cyrus drives under center, handoff, it's just Salmons, and Salmons gets a good 9 yards out of that hill, and they'll be 3rd and inches for Ottawa coming up.
Yeah, and right now they're just trying to run it down the guts of Tacoma's defense here and trying to make them tired early on, hopefully to bring this offense alive for the first time this season.
Yeah, as we're in an I formation, 1 receiver set on this 3rd and inches play. Handoff is to Salmons, and Salmons ducks one, ducks another one, and he is off to the races down to the 50-yard line. That'll be a first down. That'll be a first down, Ottawa, and Tacoma defense looking, like you said, a little rushed early. And here's their defense, as Darius Hawkins there with the tackle is your defensive end. Stephen Fellows the second, your defensive tackle. Chad McDermott, Grant Evans are your linebackers. Angel Madano, Mark Kaufman are your cornerbacks. Remington James, Jess Spicoli, and Tigger Clay are your safeties. 1st and 10 from midfield. Drives so short over to Salmons, and Salmons gets hitting 10 yards out of that. That'll be another first down for Ottawa.
Yeah, we saw it in the last play there with Evan Townsend helping on that stretch run earlier, and this time it was Big Perry Howe, the left tackle, coming in to provide a great block on the swing pass and turn that play into a quick first down for Ottawa.
As it's another 1st and 10 for Ottawa here in an I formation, 3 wide receiver set. Another handoff to Salmons, and Salmons gets a few yards at that, or he's tackled there.
Yeah, and they're giving Salmons a big healthy dose on this first drive here to make Tacoma tired, like I said early, defensively. And it's really paying off because Salmons is getting some nice runs. Only a yard here, but already in this small sample size, he's been getting some big gains.
Heavy I formation here for as Cyrus drives under center. He throws it short over to Salmons, and Salmons finds Gawkers and gets down to about the 31-yard line there, and that'll be a 2nd and 3rd and 2 coming up for Ottawa.
Yeah, 3rd and very manageable to turn that swing pass and get 7 yards out of it. Again, nice blocking from this Ottawa offensive line to help out Salmons and kind of find a lane to run through and get those yards. 3rd and 2, very manageable situation for the Cavalry.
As we're in a single setback, 2 wide receiver formation. Handoff once again, it's to Salmons, and Salmons finds a hole, gets the first down at the 23-yard line before he stopped there.
And again, it's just that nice offensive line blocking. Going on the left side. Both sides of that offensive line for Ottawa really clicking here so far, providing key blocking already for Salmons and Cyrus Jive and all the guys that get that football.
As it's 1st and 10 from the Tacoma 27. Another handoff to Salmons, and Salmons finds another hole.
Look at that.
And he's all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ottawa Cavalry.
And we've been. I was talking about this offensive line just doing a great job. That's easily their best job of this drive here. Like you saw, 3 offensive linemen just staying intact with Dwayne Salmons the whole time. You see, big 75 there. Jerry Jones, who's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. All 320 of him as well, and just helping out with the blocking. Just giving a pass for Salmons, and that's a quick and easy score for this Ottawa team that has been stifled all season so far, and first drive, first score for them.
Yeah, they're, as both these teams trying to chase San Jose and Lincoln, which is right now 7-0 on our other YouTube SFL channel, as Eric Jacobson kicks the extra point through, and it is good. It is 7-0 Ottawa over Tacoma. And if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game all into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. As Jacobs kicks it away to McDowell. McDowell takes us from his 10-yard line. Runs up to his left before he's tackled at Tacoma 27, 1st and 10 there.
And you want to talk about a quick gut punch from Ottawa to Tacoma here, getting that quick score, really running it down the throat to them. Tacoma's got to respond quickly. They have that high-powered offense, and it kind of faltered a little bit with that interception in the last drive. So Patak needs to be a little bit smarter when tossing that rock.
Yeah, Patak's in a 1st and 10 I formation here. 3 wide receivers. And off to BJ Elliott, and Elliott finds the hole, gets about a 9-yard gain, and even more, 1st down for Tacoma there, and that was looking really good there for BJ Elliott on that run.
Yeah, and we don't see that really all too often from JB Elliott here, finding that space for big runs, and he was just kind of maneuvering his way around the big piles between that first level and then second level again, just maneuvering around himself to get to that 1st down, and it's a good start to a response for this Tacoma team.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at their own 38. Heavy set I formation this time. And off once again to BJ Elliott, and Elliott finds hole, finds more space, and he's
nice
halfway down there before he stopped there by Josh Neal.
Yeah, and I think it might be an early running back battle here in this first quarter, as we saw the ticker there, already close to 90 yards between these two running backs already, as Elliott starts with a nice spin move to prevent a 0-yard gain and just kind of finds the space, dragging to that left side of the field and finding an open spot and getting that easy 1st down again for Tacoma.
Yeah, 1st and 10 from the Ottawa 47. Just on the 2-minute mark, and JB Elliott is stopped behind the line Robert Vale there on the tackle for loss.
Yeah, that's kind of where their blockers kind of failed them there as they went a little bit too far ahead. Forgot about that big man, Vale, as you said, and just completely forgot him, and he just bulldozed his man, and that's a 3-yard loss, my dude.
Second and 13 from midfield. 5 wide receivers set on this play. Patak looking, throws, and it is almost intercepted by Juan, Mississippi.
Yeah, and Mississippi has had a couple interceptions, if I'm not mistaken, in the SFL proper, the major leagues here. So he's a little bit of a threat to grab those interceptions. He had that running position to maybe make it a possible pick 6 as well. So very dangerous throw again from Patak. That's kind of that Jekyll and Hyde kind of feel when you get from him. Even though he's got that 1,900 yards, he can still kind of throw those risky passes.
As it's third down. Here in a 3 wide receivers set. And that one's caught by the Queen there, and the Queen gets a first down for Tacoma.
It's a good job from the offensive line to give Patak enough time to go through his progressions and just wait for someone to get open. And that just happened to be T to Queen as she gets her first catch of this game and gets a nice little spin move to gain a couple yards as well before getting taken down. And again, Tacoma finding themselves getting these first downs after first downs, but now at the 30-yard line, they've got to really capitalize now.
Yeah, they got to capitalize big time here. 1st and 10 from the Ottawa 30-yard line here, and Patak gets his team in a I formation under center as he changes up the play here. Gets a snap, and he goes back to pass. He throws it right to Bachagalupe there, and he gets a first down for Tacoma.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Ty Patak with a very nice, just locating the ball to get it to Bachagalupe at the right spot on that nice little in route that kind of turned into a sideline catch, and very easy, once again, first down for Tacoma.
1st and 10 this time from the Ottawa 19-yard line, just a yard into the SFL red zone as the handoff. This is JB Elliott, and Elliott just gets spun around there by Timothy Conley.
Yeah, it looked like this time Ottawa brought 7 in the box and just went with a straight blitz to see what would happen. Regardless if they went pass and run, they were going to get to somebody, and they managed to get to their man basically right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. This could be the last play of a very fast first quarter. As Patak is back to throw, throws it to PJ Elliott. Elliott makes the catch. Ooh, Conley there once again to make the stop as the quarter ends here, and it's Ottawa 7, Tacoma nothing. You're watching the SFLm on YouTube. Come back here. We got a fast-paced game going. Back in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Brett Silberg, Justin Reside on the call. Cameron Irvine producing back at SFL headquarters. Patak in a 5 wide receiver shotgun set. Gets the snap. He throws it, and it is almost picked off there by Josh Neal. And that'll be a 4th down and 10 and a Trent field goal coming up.
You know, as much as Ty Patak has been connecting on his passes here, when it comes to these big moments so far through these first 2 drives for Tacoma, the safeties in the corners have been doing a really good job with staying with their man and kind of sustaining just pressure alongside with the receivers. And you see with that Josh Neal tip, almost a diving interception. Great job from him.
As we have a Paul Trent field goal here. Snap and kick hold is good. Kick is up, and it is good from 35 yards, and it's 7-3. Tacoma over Ottawa over Tacoma. And the SFL convention is coming to the Las Vegas Strip July 10th through 12th at the HyperX Esports Arena at the Luxor. We'll host the season kickoff featuring all 28 teams live in action, live commentary throughout the day and every game on the big screen, and your chance to be introduced to the world as a football star. Room rates are just $80 per night stay. Visit simulationfl.net/convention for more information and to reserve your room. As the kick is away from Paul Trent, and Isaiah King IV will take this ball. And there's a penalty on the play here, and we'll hear from R62 and see what he has to say.
The potential holding or clipping. I'm not too sure what happened there. Kind of in that big scrum that we saw on that left side.
Yeah, and it is a clipping call there on one of the backups here. Looked like, yep, it is Harper on that penalty. That'll back up Ottawa here.
Yeah, and it wasn't too bad of a run from Ottawa there. Just getting pushed back a little bit, so they'll have to work a little bit for that potential score again. But so far on that the first drive we saw from Ottawa, heavy doses of Dwayne Salmons. Are we going to see that again?
Yeah, as it's 1st and 10. Black Doll, as that penalty backs up Ottawa to the 17-yard line here on first down. Pass is caught there by Michael Knight, and no, that's Scott Iyer on the catch, and that'll be second down for Ottawa.
Yeah, and a very quick fire pass from Cyrus Jive to kind of get the Tacoma defense guessing. They went first play run on their first drive, second drive, first play quick pass. So really trying to make the Tacoma defense guess and really try to punch them in the gut here in this first half.
As it's 2nd and inches here from the 27. I formation. Handoff is to Salmons, and Salmons trying to get the first down, but he cannot get it there. Mark Kaufman and Mark Kaufman there on the tackle.
Looks to be a combination tackle of Kaufman and Remington James there. Just being aware that the run was going to happen, stretching on that left side, and they were basically right men at the right spot to push them back a yard.
Heavy set I formation here. Pass this time from Cyrus Jive over to Salmons, and Salmons gets the first down. Beautifully done there.
That was dangerously close from getting out of bounds before he hit the first down barrier, but luckily keeps his feet just enough in bounds to make that a first down. And right now, that's kind of what Ottawa wants here, kind of just push themselves inch by inch to the end zone.
As it's 1st and 10 from the 27. Jive under center. Takes the snap. He throws it. And that one is caught by Isaiah King IV, and that'll be a first down for Ottawa.
Yeah, and the issue there was just the corner trying to guard him, which was Angel Maldonado stepped back a little bit too far and let the receiver get right in front of him. And when you have the awareness of someone like Isaiah King IV, you're going to have those open passes, and that was just an easy throw for Cyrus Jive.
Cyrus Jive under center in a single back 4-wide receiver formation. Hand off to Salmons, and Salmons gets a yard out of that before he is tackled by Sandoval.
Yeah, and I think Tacoma's key here in the second quarter here is to stop Dwayne Salmons, as he basically ran through them in that first quarter just on that one drive alone. So if they can stop the run here, they might be able to neutralize this Ottawa offense.
As it's second and 10, Cyrus Jive in a shotgun formation. No, he was under center. He gets the snap. He throws it long, and it is to Gus Scott there, but that is a first down for Ottawa. No, Michael Knight, excuse me, there on the catch.
Yeah, and Ottawa so far has done a really great job on kind of mixing things up here. First, like I said, first drive, all run. This drive here has been mainly passing plays that have gone really successful. The Tacoma defense seems to be sagging off a little bit too far, which has led to these upfront passes being completed for Ottawa.
As it's 1st and 10 from the Tacoma 40-yard line. And Salmons just stopped right there. He was running for it, but all he found was number 57. McDermott on the tackle.
Yeah, and really Tacoma's really keying in here on Dwayne Salmons and trying to make his life a living hell almost in the second quarter, and saying, yeah, you got those 50 some odd yards in that first quarter, but it's not going to happen again. Pushes them back 3 yards here.
As it's 2nd and 13 from the Tacoma 44-yard line in shotgun. Cyrus Jive gets a snap. He throws it short right to Rourke, and Rourke gets a good gain out of that. That'll be a 2nd and 2 coming up.
And you essentially had 4 receivers on the left side well, including Dusty Rourke, the tight end. And what happened is that two of them went deep. One of them went with a slant route, and Rourke decided to go with an in route. Easy catch for Dusty, and she managed to get an extra couple yards with that as well.
Yeah, it's a 3rd and 2 from the Tacoma 33. Cyrus drive under center. Gets a snap. He throws it short. Oh. And that pass is caught by Knight, and that'll be a first down, Ottawa.
Yeah, and Ottawa really utilizing the sidelines here, especially in the 2nd and 3rd down situations, just to cross that first down marker, and as we see Tacoma challenging here.
Yeah, Tacoma is challenging the play here. Yeah, let's see what we see through this replay challenge.
It was tough to say from that initial angle that we got there, but we'll see a little bit of a closer look.
Yeah, let's see if he gets the two tag swag. I think it looked like 1 foot.
He's got 1 foot.
Yeah, he's got 1 foot in. Let's see what R62 says.
After review, the play stands. The pass was complete. The catch was made prior to going out of bounds. The Steamers will be charged.
Yeah, so that play stands. So the Grizzlies will lose a timeout.
Yeah, great job by Michael Knight to keep his back foot down as he was catching the football, knowing that it's 1 foot here in the SFL and SFLm here, ladies and gentlemen, as that's a completed catch, an easy completed catch, and now Tacoma has -1 timeout on their board.
Yeah, Cyrus Jive is under center in a single back formation, changing up the play. He gets the snap, he goes back to pass. He throws it short. And that one is caught by, again, Michael Knight on the catch.
Very nice patience from Jive to just wait for Michael Knight to get to his spot. He could have thrown to him a little bit earlier, but it would have been risky. So he just kept his cool and waited until he found his spot to throw that football. Nice job.
2 backs this time and 2 wide receivers. And the handoff is to Salmons, and Salmons just gets stopped there by, once again, by Sandoval, and that'll make it a 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, and it looks like to be Salmon's fault there because he had some space down the middle there, but he ran a little bit to the right and basically in the waiting arms of Matthew Sandoval, which caused that 1 yard loss.
Yeah, so it's 3rd down here. Heavy I formation here. 3rd on the yard to be exact. Short pass over to Salmons. The Salmons gets the first down all the way down at Tacoma 3-yard line.
Yeah, and how about another additional block there from Evan Townsend, the guard that swung over on that swing pass too to help out and basically helped Salmons gain about another 5 or 6 yards and get this Ottawa team inside the 5.
Inside the 5-yard line, as we are still in the SFL red zone here. Single back, 3 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen here. Jive back to throw it in, and all alone there.
Just a bit too much.
It's intended for Gus Scott, but he ran out of bounds there.
Great idea going with the fade pass. Tacoma's secondary has kind of been all over the place in this first half. They've been kind of out of position, and this time Ottawa's challenging the spot if it's in bounds. This is interesting here.
Yeah, this is interesting. Challenges back and forth. Let's see what R62 sees under the hood here in this replay challenge.
Again, the initial looked like he was out of bounds. It just threw a little bit too much. Seeing it here, yeah, that's an easy out of bounds, I think.
After review, the play stands. The pass was incomplete.
Yep.
The catch was made out of bounds.
Yep, and Ottawa now loses a timeout here.
Timeout. 2nd down.
And it'll be 2nd down and goal here. Unsuccessful challenge there.
You know what? These challenges ain't too bad in this first half. You don't mind losing timeouts. It's still a close game here, 4-point game, 7-3. So you know what? Why not make those challenges when you can, right?
Yep, as it's 2nd and goal from the Tacoma 3. Cyrus Jav steps back to throw. He throws, and that one is caught in the end zone by Michael Knight. Touchdown, Ottawa.
Yeah, and Tacoma did a very decent job to start off here as it's Isaiah King the fourth with the touchdown.
Yeah, excuse me, my bad.
As I help you out with that. You know, numbers can be sometimes hard to read when you're going with a live play, so no worries about that. But you can kind of see the crossing route between him and Michael Knight splitting sides on that X route, I like to call it here. Sometimes I like to run it with Vancouver alongside with Kendra Hall or Chris Curtis, whoever's beside me. But a great job to kind of misdirect the secondary members. They didn't switch properly, which led to an easy catch from Isaiah King the fourth.
Yeah, as Jacobson comes out for the extra point. Snap and hold is pretty good, but and this time it's blocked. Shades of last week for Tacoma. This time it's on the other side. It's Ottawa who gets the field goal blocked.
Yeah, and that was just a result of a very low snap, which forced Artie Archuleta to kind of bobble the placement of the football. So Jacobson had to wait a little bit, and there was just this one big behemoth of a man just waiting down the middle and basically getting the kick right to his kidneys.
As the kick is away from Jacobson, McDowell set to return the kick. McDowell gets it at his own 5. Does a little shake and bake, but he gets down to Tacoma. Marked at the Tacoma 20 for a first down and 10, and the SFL has partnered with Rare Drop and Rare Drop Sports to advance live events and distribution, live and in-person championship weekends. Rookie drafts and community events are in the works. Visit RareDrop.co for more information about what the company does in the gaming community, and follow Rare Drop Sports at twitch.tv/RD Sports as Jake Elliott is going all the way to the house. Nobody on Ottawa can catch him. He is in the end zone. Touchdown, Tacoma Grizzlies.
Who would have thought from Tacoma their explosive play in the first half was going to be from the running back in and right now JB Elliott really taking advantage of Ottawa's defense, really anticipating the pass here from Ty Patak, going with the stretch run. Good blocking from the receiving core from Tacoma to give Elliott enough space on the left side to kind of drag himself through, get to the sidelines, an easy one-play score from the Grizzlies to get back in this game.
As Paul Trent comes out for an extra point attempt. Snap and hold are good. The kick is up, and the kick is good, and it's 13-10. Ottawa still has the lead. The lead is just 3.
Yeah, think of this as a stat line here. Coming to this game, JB Elliott averaged 2.9 yards per carry. Do you think that number is going to go up after this?
Yeah, it probably will. Hopefully, it probably did right after that touchdown. As Paul Trent has it on the team. King the fourth back to return. And King takes us to the 27-yard line. That's where Ottawa will start this drive. And just because the SFL offseason it's the SFL offseason, does not mean content creators are still pumping out great content around the league. Catch SFL Nights with AJ Striker. Say it with your chest. Netma, and of course the show all about the minors, fights, and insight. To check out its archived versions of community shows, visit simulationfl.net and click on the logo of your favorite forum as SFL Entertainment on our homepage. As Cyrus Shah throws the net, picked off by Remington by Magladano, I believe, there on that. No, Jeff Ficoli on that interception.
Tacoma, time to come alive. As we see the one big run from JB Elliott, follow that up with an interception from their second free safety, who just signed last week, Jeff Spicoli with the interception, and Tacoma already in deadly territory here at the 25-yard line, entering their next drive. Just amazing job. A great turnaround from the Grizzlies.
Yes, it's a wide receiver shotgun set for Patak. He gets the snap. He throws it to Kaufman, and Kaufman gets a 5-yard gain out of that.
Yeah, and every little bit is going to help Ty Patak's confidence, even though he's been kind of a little bit up and down throughout this first half. He's throwing nice passes, got the one interception, but, getting interception from your defense along with a big run from JBL, it's going to help that confidence.
As we're in I formation, Patak back to pass, and he is
That
to the turf. My goodness, that is fail on the tackle there. Good God almighty.
Yeah, Robert Vale has been very much a key contributor to this Ottawa defense here so far, getting to the running backs early here. He's got a couple tackles for loss. This time he gets to Patak, and we talked about confidence earlier. That ain't going to help him at all.
Yeah, Vale, I think, did a German suplex on Patak for the sack as he pumps one.
He's come again!
And he's down again. It's Vale again. 2 sacks in a row for Robert Vale.
Unbelievable work from Robert Vale, basically being a one-man show for this Tacoma team. And look at this. They're forced to send the punting unit out because it's too far for their kicker. What a great job from Robert Vale to push them out of field goal territory.
Yes. As the kick is away from Landers here, and King the fourth receives it right at the 14-yard line. There, and that's where Ottawa will start this drive, and Cyrus Jive is going to hopefully shake this last interception out of his head from Spicoli.
And right now we're swinging momentum back and forth here. The SFL Rick meter has to be going insane right now with how many times it's gone to both sides. So watch out here. Now this is becoming a very interesting game for both sides.
As we're in a single back 3 wide receiver set here, Jive under center. Jive gets a snap and he goes back to pass. He short passes over to Salmons, and Salmons gets a whack there by Garrett Evans.
And we talk about these defensive tackles here. Matthew Sandoval almost got to Cyrus Jive on that first play, was basically probably a split second away from getting to Jive and getting a sack of his own.
As we're in a 4 wide receiver shotgun set here for Cyrus Jive. Jive gets the snap. He looks to throw. He throws it short right to Rourke, and Rourke gets a 5-6 yard gain out of that. That'll be 3rd and 5 coming up for Ottawa.
And we saw this play earlier for Ottawa here as they have the 3 receivers on Jive's left side, which kind of helps with the tight end kind of slipping away and being that 4th option on that left side. Go with an in route and gets herself some decent yardage here, makes it a 3rd manageable. 3rd
and 5 here at the Ottawa 18, or the 18 to 19-yard line. Jive gets a snap. He throws it short over to Knight. Knight will get a first down for Ottawa.
And again, they're going with Knight here on the out route, as we've seen a few times from Knight here, just getting those sideline catches, having enough of that sideline to kind of run forward as he kind of fell behind as he was catching that football, and manages to still run past the first down marker.
1st and 10 for Ottawa at their 25. Cyrus Jive under center, and a 3 wide receiver bunch back set, 1 back set. Cyrus Jive back to throws with Salmons, and Salmons is stopped there by McDermott there on that play. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, and it seemed like McDevitt had a good read of that play, knowing it was going to be a swing pass, even though Jive, actually, I think he had a couple options with his receiver there. It looked like one of the receivers, I want to say it was Michael Knight again, that was open on the in slant down the middle, but they decided to go with the swing pass instead.
As we're in a heavy set I formation, and off this time is Salmons, and Salmons gets a good few yards out of that before he's tackled by Carver.
Yeah, trying to split that run down the middle there as Tacoma really had it shored up very nicely and kind of forced Sam's to kind of pull his way through to get a 3rd manageable.
As we're at the 2-minute warning here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. More action coming up. You're watching the SFLm on YouTube. Back here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Britt Solberg, Justin Rosano call. Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters producing. Cyrus Jive in a shotgun set. Cyrus Jive throws it short over to Salmons, and Salmons will get stopped short there. And that'll be a punt, and that'll bring up Aiden Lofgren punting unit.
Look to be a potential option play for the running back here to either go with an in route or kind of go with a right side out. But this time decides to go with the curl and just gets a little bit too short of the first down marker, forces that punt.
As we're in a punt formation, Adeloff the punter. McDowell the return man for Tacoma. Snap and hold is good, and the kick's away from Aiden Loft. As McDowell gets it at his 28-yard line, and he stopped right there. So that'll be a 1st and 10 for Tacoma here.
And this is a big opportunity for Tacoma. They've been behind all game here, and they've got 1 minute and 10 seconds to either tie this up or try to go 71 yards down the field, get a touchdown, and head into the locker room with the lead.
As it's 1st and 10 from the Tacoma 28. I formation for Patak. Patak gets a snap and he goes back to pass. He throws it to Bachagalupi, and Bachagalupi will get a 1st down for Tacoma, and they're in the hurry-up offense.
Yeah, and we're going to see this hurry up as the time keeps on ticking here. They have 2 timeouts to use, so they have to use it wisely.
As Patak's back to pass, short throw over to JB Elliott. Elliott trying to get the 1st down. He gets out of bounds at least, but he gets good 9 yards out of that short toss play. 2nd and 2 coming up.
Good job with the audible there to change it on the go to a swing pass and kind of use JB Elliott on the sidelines and see if he can push him out of bounds. That's exactly what happened there. We're down to 49 on the clock.
As we're in a single back formation, 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen. Patak back to throw. He throws it short over to Queen, and Queen gets a 1st down. And we're going back to the hurry up.
Trying to get out of bounds again. This time got stopped just a few yards short of the sidelines.
Snap again to Patak, and Patak throws it again to Queen, and Queen gets out of bounds this time. It'll be 2nd and 3 coming up.
Pretty much the exact same play to the exact same person. Queen doing a really great job her secondary member and getting open for those out route plays back to back. This time gets a little bit closer out of bounds, and that was just a traditional wide receiver versus linebacker setup there, and most of the time that wide receiver is going to win just from pure speed alone.
2nd and 3 coming up here at the Ottawa 38-yard line. 32 seconds to go here in the first half. Patak back to throw, throws it to Elliott, and Elliott catches it, and he gets the 1st down or more. Trying to get out of bounds, but he stopped there, and Tacoma will take a timeout.
Yeah, as they're getting closer to field goal range here, this is a very smart way to use that first timeout of their 2 remaining in this first half. Really good time management so far from the coaching staff at Tacoma, as well as the players out on the field offensively too, to trudge down this field, get to the 30-yard line. At this point, they've been getting about 40 yards on this drive already here, close to field goal range, as said before. So really great job here from Tacoma to try to tie or get this lead.
Tacoma in a 3 wide receiver, 1 back set. Snap is to Patak. Patak looking to throw, throws it short again to JB Elliott, and Elliott this time got 3 yards out of that, and we'll go to hurry up once again.
Yeah, and they're going to keep going with either the swing passes or the out routes, it looks like, on these hurry ups.
As we're back set. Short throw over to the Queen, and the Queen will make that catch and call a timeout. The last timeout of the half for Tacoma.
That was a pretty lucky throw from Patak as well. That was a pretty lucky throw from Patak as well, because he was literally getting demolished on his side as he was throwing that football, and he managed to throw pretty much a duck to one of the 2 receivers nearby, and DeQueen was at the right place at the right time. Now at the 20-yard line, they're looking to tie this up with a field goal from Mr. Paul Trent.
Yeah, Paul Trent lining up here on this 3rd inches field goal trial here with 7 seconds left. Step and hold are good. The kick is up. And it is good from 37 yards, and we are tied up at 13.
Yeah, and that's kind of what Tacoma wanted here with their quick 2-minute drill, and they would call that a success, just tying this game up, as their first quarter was very, very suspect here to start things off, but they really picked things up here in the second.
Yeah, they have picked up here in the second quarter, as we have 3 seconds left Probably enough time for Isaiah King IV to return this Paul Trent kick. As the kick is away to Isaiah King IV. Fourth receives that at his 10-yard line. And he is knocked down at the 31-yard line, but that's where the clock expires and the second half will end. Or the second quarter will end. And it is 13-13 all here at the half. And Brett Solberg, what's your thoughts here in this first half?
You know what? First quarter, basically all Ottawa. They had everything going for them. Second half, or second quarter, I should say, Tacoma really responded in a really good way. Touchdown, interception, field goal. That'll get you back in that game.
Yes, Paul Trent will kick it to Isaiah King IV. You start this second half. As Isaiah King III gets it from his own 10. Takes it all the way to his 30-yard line. That's where Cyrus Jive and this offense will start this second half drive.
And you know what? Ottawa's done a pretty decent job staying up pace with Tacoma here so far and actually striking first in this first half, but they've gone a little bit quiet here as of recently, so they really need to start getting things going again here. Maybe see a few more runs and maybe some stretch runs from Dwayne Salmons, maybe get Cyrus Jive involved in a couple out route catches, or throws, I should say.
Yeah, as Cyrus Jive goes back to pass. Finds nobody there. He was probably looking for Gus Scott there, and he finds nothing but the ball just falling to the turf.
I think Gus Scott saw one of his friends on the sideline of the opposite team and kind of ran his direction, as it was clear miscommunication between Jive and Scott on what route he was supposed to run, which I'm guessing should have been a streak, but he went with kind of a slant instead, which resulted in that bobbled throw.
And Cyrus Jive now in the shotgun here in a 4 wide receiver set. Gets the snap. Throws it short. Right to Isaiah King IV there, and that's a first down for Ottawa.
Yeah, there's that 90 all slants coming in as all three receivers slants in, and I think all three of them were pretty much open on that route. As you'll see a little bit closer here, Gus Scott basically right beside him, wide open. So it was just options aplenty for Jive, and he decided to go with King IV.
Yes, it's 1st and 10 in an in a single back formation for four wide receivers. Gets a snap. He gets back to pass, and he throws to Salmons, and Salmons is combo sandwich there. Gives Sandoval and looked like McDermott on there on the tackle.
Yeah, a very risky decision going with a close running back screenplay on the right side. Usually when we see those screenplays, the running back is a little bit further down, about 3 or 4 yards further down to that sideline to give him and that offensive line a little bit space. So that's kind of what caused that unsuccessful play.
Cyrus Jives goes back to pass. He throws it short over to Salmons. Salmons getting chased there by McDermott, and he will get stopped there. That's a first down again for Ottawa.
Yeah, and you'll see this time they went with pretty much a similar play, and this time Salmons gave himself and Jive just a little bit of more space. Just an extra couple yards makes all the difference when it comes to screen passes, and he had plenty of space and speed to get away from any of the defenders and get that first down.
Yeah, it's first and 10 from in Tacoma, as they are still in Tacoma territory at the 32. 4 wide receivers at 3 to the top of your screen. Jive gets a snap. He throws. And then away looking for Gus Scott there. That was just tipped away by Kaufman.
Yeah, Mark Kaufman coming from out of nowhere. Kind of had the right idea, though. He might have went back a little bit too far back. That's kind of why we kind of saw him coming from the right side of the screen. But did a great job to just use his speed and just get a hand on that football before looked like Gus Scott was trying to make that catch.
Yes, both Gus Scott and Mark Kaufman have signed their contracts, DC and Motor City respectively. Jive in a single back set under center. He gets the snap. He fakes once, and that one is caught right there by Gus Scott, kind of redeeming himself there. That's a first down for Ottawa.
Yeah, and Tacoma's been playing really deep on a lot of plays here throughout this game, as a lot of safeties have been pulling back as well. And you'll see Mark Kaufman pulling back the corner as well, which leads to those easy medium routes just down that middle between the linebackers and safeties being more wide open. And there's another easy catch.
As we're in a single setback formation, Jive gets snappy pumps once. He finds Gus Scott, but they rule it incomplete.
Yeah, just wait a little bit too long on that out route there. There's got to be a little bit of time they have to think of as a quarterback between himself and wide receivers going on those out routes to that sideline. You gotta have a short time frame to throw that football. You just wait a little bit too long, and Scott was basically out of bounds by the time he grabbed that catch.
As we're in a single setback, 3 wide receiver formation. Jive gets a snap. He throws it short over to Sam, and Simmons gets the ball. He gets 3 yards out of that before he's gang tackled there by Kaufman and McDermott.
Yeah, and McDevitt has done a really good job over the last couple drives here to really read those swing passes well, which has kind of forced Ottawa's hand to turn into throwing some more screen passes instead. And this time they go with the swing, and McDevitt was all over it again.
As it's 3rd and 7, Jive pack to Thax. He throws it short. Perfectly timed catch there by Michael Knight, and that's another first down for Ottawa, or King the 4th, excuse me.
And again, it's that pocket of space between the linebackers and the safeties. It all depends on what kind of defense Tacoma plays, whether they play a little bit more zone or a little bit more man. This time they went with more zone, which left the pocket more open, and Isaiah King the 4th had open space in that area.
As it's a 4 wide receiver single back set here. Jive gets a snappy throw, goes back to pass. He throws it.
Nice.
Finds Rourke in the back of the end zone. Touchdown to Ottawa.
And again, it's a great job.
Sean Baker, the backup tight end, excuse me.
And again, it's another great job. They decided to spread out the receivers here using Sean Baker as a tertiary receiver on the left side, and he goes with a fade route from a little bit further back, finds it wide open on that far left-hand corner. Easy score for the Cavalry.
As Jacobson's on for the extra point, the kick is up, and the kick is good, and it's 20-13. Ottawa over Tacoma, and eSports TV has partnered with the SFL to bring sim football to millions of homes over the next 2 years. ESTV is the world's first 24/7 live, linear, and video on-demand esports channel available everywhere through your smart TV, your phone, through Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and more. Visit estv.co to learn more about its programming and find all the ways you can catch the SFL action on the network. As McDowell returns it to Tacoma's 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for them, for Tacoma.
And a great job from Ottawa to really start off hot early, get themselves back to first quarter form after Tacoma scores basically 10 unanswered points to tie the game up in the second quarter. Now it's Tacoma's job to respond right back here, and Patak needs to be as efficient as ever here.
Yes, as they're in a 2 wide receiver at the top of your screen, I formation. He gets snapped back to throw. He throws it, and he finds McQueen there on the pass. That is a first down. No, he finds Kaufman there, first down, Tacoma.
Yeah, and we're going to see a lot of this through the second half here as Patak and Kaufman have built really good chemistry over the course of this season so far, really connecting with each other well with these long passes, this time going with an in slant, it should be a post route, I should say, sorry, that gets that deep catch and progresses Tacoma way forward here.
Yeah, as it's 1st and 10 from the Tacoma 42-yard line. I formation here. Patak gets back to pass to JBL, and JBL makes the catch, and he is stopped there.
Kind of got rocked a little bit there.
Yeah, he got rocked there by Terrence Pearson there.
Yeah, a little bit slow to get up here, but it looks like he's back out on this play with their fullback on there as well.
Yeah, two wide receiver, 2 back set.
Oh.
And he finds Kaufman again there, short route there. That'll be a 3rd and 3 coming up here for Tacoma.
And that's what the then St. Louis Gladiators wanted when they got Shane Kaufman on this two-way deal here. He's got very nice athleticism for a guy who's a little bit shorter than normal in the league at 6'1", doing a great job getting that jump and catch.
Yeah, getting that jump and catch there, and attacks back to pass again once again. He throws it in, and it's in a crowd of Ottawa jerseys there. I believe either TJ Frosty or Kevin Smoker was there. First one there to jump in the air there to stop it. 4th down coming up.
Pretty risky pass, but a very calculated risky pass from Ty Patak, trying to get Bachagalupe a little bit more involved. Hashtag throw it to the tight end. But when you're throwing it to that spot, you've got 3 safeties around him.
Yeah, as Landers kicks it away to Isaiah King the 4th. King catches it at about the 11-yard line, but he's stopped there at the 15-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10 for Ottawa. And the SFLm and the SFL's minor leagues, the SFLm, is how you, the viewers, can get involved in the action. Create a player today and get on the field to begin your professional football journey through our website at simulationfl.net. The minor league season is halfway over, but it's not too late. There's still 3 weeks left to get your player ready for the next rookie draft in June. The SFL, where the viewers are the superstars. As it's 1st and 10, Ottawa at the 16. Jairus gets a snap. He throws it short right over to Isaiah King the 4th, and he is tackled there by Spicoli there. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Yeah, and Ottawa, again, now that they have this lead, again, they're going to play a little bit slower now. They're going to have these shorter kind of catches, these shorter runs, kind of shed that clock, as they really don't want to get into an air contest with Tacoma, so they're going to try to keep as much possession time as possible.
2nd and 4 from the 22-yard line of Ottawa. Hand off to Salmons, and Salmons finds the hole, and he gets stopped there, a gang tackle there by both Remington and Kaufman. But it's 1st down, Ottawa.
Yeah, and that's that run really helps them get outside of their own red zone here, as a nice just a run down the middle, wide open space for Salmons to run through. Just an easy 1st down, and if they continue getting these 1 or 2 play 1st down drives, they're going to be very successful in keeping possession as well as scoring in this drive.
1st and 10 from Ottawa's 30-yard line. Snap is to Cyrus Jive, and Jive finds a Rook in the
It's Michael Knight.
Finds Michael Knight in the open spaces, and he gets a 1st down for Ottawa.
Yeah, and Ottawa really taking advantage of those deep safeties playing way too deep, I think, against this Ottawa offense, and it's really paying for them as that middle of the field is wide open for them.
As the handoff is to Salmons, and Salmons gets 2 yards out of that before he's tackled there by McDermott.
Yeah, and the big thing coming out of this drive here for the Tacoma's defense is they need to get a stop. Ottawa basically had their way with them on that first drive in the 3rd quarter, so they really need to shore up that defense, use that defensive line a little bit more here, maybe get to Cyrus Jive on those passing plays.
As it's 2nd down and 8 from the 44. Handoff again to Salmons, and Sandoval this time stops him for only a yard.
Great job of pursuit from Sandoval. He's been great all game so far, as he's been producing a lot of big key plays for Tacoma to stay in this game so far. But this is going to be the biggest one here yet. 3rd and 7. It's about a medium play. Ottawa has their empty set shotgun here.
Yeah, as they're in a shotgun formation here on 3rd and 7 at the 45. Jairus gets the snap, and he throws it to Knight, but Knight's about 3 yards short.
Yeah, and that's what Tacoma wanted there. They played deep, and it was a bit for good reason, and still had their corners a little bit close enough so that if any short routes happen to be a catch and run situation, they have it shored up, and that's a big stop for Tacoma to get this football back with 3 and some change left here in the 3rd.
4th and 3, punting Aiden Loft is punting McDowell to return it. McDowell gets the snap and he punts it away, or Loft gets the punt and he punts it away. And McDowell gets it from his about 19-yard line, but he's tackled at the 21. 1st and 10 for Tacoma.
And again, Tacoma has an opportunity here to take back either this game into a tie or kind of chip away with it with his field goal. This is going to be a big drive coming up. So Patak, stay focused here, stay composed, and everyone's got to be in their tip-top shape here if they want to get back in this.
Single back formation, attack under center. And he is sacked right away. Bronx on the sack.
Yeah, and I think that was mainly Patak's fault there, as he went with basically a half-step drop, basically giving the offensive line very little opportunity to try to protect him. As you know, you breathe around that direction, you're going to get hit. So a little bit of a mistake there.
2nd and 12 from the 19-yard line of Tacoma, and the handoff is to JB Elliott, but he is stopped behind the line by Vale.
Yeah, and that defensive line is really kicking here these first 2 plays for Ottawa, forcing a 3rd and very deep situation here, and Patak's going to have to use all his tools here to get that first down.
3rd and 14 from the 17-yard line. Vale and Bronx put Tacoma in this situation as Patak is in the shotgun. Snap, he gets the snap. He throws it short right to McDowell there, but he is 9 yards short of the first down.
And that was picture-perfect man coverage, man zone coverage, I guess you could say. It was a combination of both from Ottawa as they played deep, knowing that they needed a big chunk of yardage to get a first down, and was fine with the check down option happening because they weren't going to get much yardage, let alone a first down.
As the punt is away from Landers. King the 4th back to return it. And he gets at the 40-yard line. That's where he'll be tackled.
It's a very favorable position for Ottawa here, as they only really need 60 yards to get to the end zone. But again, they're going to try to chew as much clock as possible here. They're up 7. They don't really need to do anything pretty here. They want to preserve a lead against a high-powered offensive team. So that should be the objective here from this cavalry squad.
As we're in an I formation, jive under center. Jive the handoff to Sammons, and Sammons gets maybe a yard, but he's met there by Sandoval and McDermott.
Yeah, and Tacoma in response, this defense has to be really strong here and force Ottawa to a quick 3 and out to get that football back. Give Patak, give Elliott, give the wide receivers as much time as possible to tie this game up.
As it's 2nd and 9 from the 41 of Ottawa. I formation again by Jive. Jive punts. Throws it short over to Sammons. Sammons gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but meeting him there is Garrett Evans again.
Yeah, and Tacoma really so far 2 defensive plays, 2 successes, I would say here, forcing them into a 3rd and 9 situation. But beware of these safeties here. They're going to drop back, or they're going to stay a little bit closer.
4 wide receiver shotgun. Cyrus Jeff gets a snap and throws immediately right there, and that one is caught by Isaiah King the 4th, and that's a first down for Ottawa.
Yeah, what we saw there is the strong safety playing a little bit close here and having someone like Remington James basically all alone in that middle of the field. So Jive basically relying on one-on-one pressure and really throwing it to the hot hand so far through this 3rd quarter, and Isaiah King the 4th, and it proves to be successful for Ottawa.
They get into Tacoma territory here, 1st and 10, the 41. Cyrus Jive in the shotgun. Jive gets a snap. He throws it immediately, and there's a penalty on the play. Well, that's a completed pass over there to Rourke, but there's a penalty flag on the play. Let's see what R62 has to say.
That could potentially be defensive pass interference, even though they caught it.
And the Cavalry add on to the catch there, and that'll be an automatic first down.
That is crazy. How often do we see a defensive pass interference that still results in a catch? That is just crazy coming out of that. Just a wild way to end this 3rd quarter.
A wild way to end it. Cavalry up 20-13 over the Grizzlies. We'll be right back after this. You're watching the SFLm on YouTube. We are back in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Brett Solberg just re-signed the call. Cameron Irvine producing. Jairus Guive gets the snap here. He throws it short over to to number 41, the backup tight end. And that'll be a first down with Baker catching that one.
Yeah, we saw Baker earlier with that corner end zone touchdown earlier in this third quarter here to get Ottawa up in this game, and he's played a factor here again, getting a nice catch and getting another first down for Ottawa.
1st and 10 from the Tacoma 24-yard line here. Cyrus Jive gets the snap. He throws it short over to over to Rourke, and Rourke will get a nice 7-yard gain out of that one.
Yeah, and it looked like Rourke was faking the block and decided to go with an out route that left herself wide open. There was nobody near her, and that was just an easy decision for Jive to throw it to that right sideline and get Rourke another catch on the board for her.
Yeah, another catch on the board as we go into a heavy set I formation. Jive gets snapped, he backs the throw and throws it over to Salmon. Salmons will get the first down as he's stopped there by Madano and a whole host of other Tacoma Grizzlies.
Yeah, Ottawa's doing a great job in misdirecting this Tacoma defense, which has led to 2 straight passes to the right side and getting some major chunk of yardage out of it.
As we're back into the heavy set I formation. Cyrus Jive back throwing another.
Go to the other side.
Toss, and we have a penalty flag on the play.
I think there's going to be a hold. They might push it back here.
Yeah, as Evans makes the tackle. No, an eligible receiver downfield.
Wow.
Man, that is just a tough break there for Ottawa here.
Not only did they get no gain out of it, they were pushed further back after that penalty.
Yeah, as it's replay of first down here. Single set. Back up formation here. That one is caught there by Knight. He will get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. That'll be second down.
You kind of have to think from an Ottawa standpoint there. If the penalty didn't happen, that probably would have been a touchdown catch from Michael Knight. But this time, it's a few yards short out of him as he stopped at the 5 instead. So a little bit of questionable decision-making there on that last play. But nonetheless, Ottawa at the 5-yard line looking to really make Tacoma pay.
2nd and 2 here from the Tacoma 5-yard line. I formation here. Handoff is Dwayne Emmons and Salmon. Gets across, tries to get across that first down marker, but there is Hawkins and Evans there on the tackle.
And that might have been a little bit of an odd decision from Dwayne Salmons, as he had a little bit more wide open space on that right side, but he decides to juke and cut inside and not only not get the touchdown, but fall behind the first down line.
3rd and inches here, another handoff to Salmons.
That's going to pay.
This time, throwing it back for yardage there is Matthew Sandoval.
Yeah, and this time the Tacoma defense really anticipating run here as they had 2 defenders essentially ready to go. Matthew Sandoval being one, and you saw on the other side Darius Hawkins on that right side, but Sandoval gets to him again and forces Ottawa to kick this short field goal instead.
Yeah, short, simple, extra point attempt style field goal by Jacobson. As the kick is up, and the kick is good from 23 yards, and it's 23-13 Tacoma. And APM Music, unrivaled music, bringing your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and find the perfect tracks for your projects, head over to apmmusic.com. As Jacobs kicks it away, McDowell will catch it from his 5, and he will take it down to the Tacoma 26 for a 1st and 10 for Tacoma.
And the Tacoma defense forcing the field goal kind of breathes a little bit more life into Tacoma's chances of getting back in this game. It's still 10 points. It's 2 possessions, but they really need to be quick on this drive and get a score out of it if they really want to get back in this.
Single wide receiver, 2-back set. Patak under center. Patak gets a snap and he's back to pass. He throws it, and it is tipped away by Amar Jr.
Yeah, and it looks like
Bryant Jr. Amar Bryant Jr.
And it looks like Patak is going to really rely on Shane Kaufman on this drive here, going with him first go on a deep corner route. It looked to be, and which ended up being a double coverage along with, if I'm not mistaken, that is Josh Neal on that strong safety side, helping out to cause that potential double team. So Ottawa keying in on Shane Kaufman on that first play.
2nd and 10 from the Tacoma 26. This clock is stop at 7:21 to go. Attack under center gets a snap. He throws it short over to Elliott, and he is stopped right there.
I don't think that swing passes are really going to be helpful for this Tacoma team that's looking to get downfield as quickly as possible. Terrence Pearson reading that play very, very well to get that tackle and basically make it a net 0 game.
Yes, 3rd and 10 here for Tacoma at the 26. Patak gets a snap. Looking to throw, he throws it in, it is into coverage. Coverage! Looking again for Shane Kaufman, and Pearson is there to make the pat down, punt forced there.
Gutsy play call from Tacoma going with the deep option. And again, the safeties and corners are really keying in on Shane Kaufman. Remember, he is the leading wide receiver in receiving yards in the SFLm so far this season. So you really got to key on him. And they did it twice on this drive, forcing Tacoma to punt this football away.
Yes, Landers is back to punt. King the 4th back to return. Punt is away. As King receives at the 38-yard line, and he will take it down to the 44-yard line. That'll be a first and 10 for Ottawa.
Ottawa's goal here should maybe, I would say, take at least 3 minutes off the clock in this ensuing drive. 56 yards to get to the end zone. They can really slow things down, get Dwayne Salmons involved a lot here, and just really run down that clock.
As Jive gets a snap.
That's not it.
And as he was looking for Gus Scott, and that one is taken away by Remington James.
And I think that was a big mistake going with a pass on first down there. You've got the 10-point lead. You don't have to risk things by trying to basically take that final nail in the coffin. I would say run it with Dwayne Salmons, but this time they went with the throw. Gutsy play, but it just resulted in an interception. Tacoma's got this football back, probably in a little bit better position than they had it before.
I formation here at Patak under center. He gets the snap. He throws it short over to JB Elliott, and Elliott bang it his way. First down and more. Spins around, and he gets planted there by Connolly.
Yeah, and you had about 2 of the linebackers sagging back, way far back, as all the receiving options for Ty Patak went deep. And when it happens, it basically leaves one option if it's not open downfield, and that's go with your check down option on that sideline. A great job from JB Elliott to just kind of spin around, get that first down, keep the chains moving here for Tacoma.
Yes, Tacoma gets their as they're in Ottawa territory at the 44. 1st and 10. Attack under center in I formation. Gets the snap and goes back to pass. He throws it, and it is a long ball right to Shane Kaufman. That is a first down for Ottawa, or for Tacoma.
And that was a touchdown-saving tackle as well from TJ Frosty, because Kaufman got a step ahead from the safeties. And if Frosty wasn't there, that would have been a quick 6 for Tacoma, which is what they wanted here. But this time, they're going to shed a little bit of clock off, trying to get back in formation. They're going to hurry it up a little bit here as we get to less than 6 minutes here in the fourth.
Yeah, as they're in the I formation. Patek gets a snap and he goes back to pass. He throws it, and then it's knocked down by Juan, Mississippi.
Yeah, and they're really going to rely on these linebackers here down the middle as our Ottawa got burned on that last play just down the middle of the field on a deep post route. So they're really going to rely on their linebackers staying in the end zone and really being a disruption there. Tacoma's got to look maybe sideline catches if they want to get this score.
As Patek's in a two-back set here under center. Back to pass. He throws it short and looking for JB Elliott, but I think he was lost in translation there.
No, it looked like he kind of pulled something there as he was hobbling. Once he got a little bit further down to the sideline, you kind of saw him hobble a little bit, which just missed his connection between him and Ty Patak, as now he heads to the sideline, and we might see a little bit more from the backup running back, maybe from their fullback Christopher Dean, as well as Gary Wallman.
Yeah, Gary Wallman, the backup here, but we're in a 5 wide receiver set here. Snap is there to Patak, and he throws it. Finds Fulworth there, and he gets a Fulworth. Unfortunately, does not get into the end zone, and it's 4th down.
Very gutsy decision going 5 wide on basically a goal line situation, only getting 7 yards out of that, and really relying on the kicking unit here. I would have went with 4th down since you're at the 2-yard line, but you know what? Go conservative here. You'll still have it a 7-point deficit if they make it.
Snap and hold is good. The Paul Trent kick is up and good, and that is 18 yards. Verbally an extra point there, and the lead, Ottawa's lead is now 23-16. And visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotion, plus features from our content team, including Swamp Talk, Power Rankings, and many more feature series. View the league records and team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next XFL talent, and so much more. Visit simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL.
Very interesting decision here from Tacoma, going with the onside kick with just under 5 minutes to go in this game. It doesn't prove successful for them, so Ottawa's going to start at Tacoma's 39 here and see if they can shed some clock out of this and make Tacoma's chances even smaller.
As we're in a heavy set I formation, Salmons gets the ball. Salmons running for gets the first down and more, but he is stopped before he's stopped there by Hawkins.
And that's not a good start for the Tacoma defense, as they're looking to get just a quick 3 and out and try to get this football back for Ty Patak in the offense. But one play already, and Dwayne Salmons gets a quick 11 yards out of it, inching them closer to field goal range. And you have to think at this point, if they get a response field goal here and they keep shedding the clock, that might be the final nail in the coffin for Tacoma.
Yeah, as it's 1st and 10 from the Tacoma 28. One single back, jive under center. He gets the snap. He throws it short over to Salmons. Salmons fumbling the ball, but he cannot complete the pass there. That'll be 2nd down and 10 for Ottawa.
You know, I was holding my breath a little bit there as I saw Cyrus Jive go on a 5-step drop, but he goes with his check down option, and Salmons just can't keep his hands on the football, and that catch that leads to an incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the Tacoma 28-yard line. 4:11 to go here in the final quarter. Jive gets a snap. He's back to pass. He throws it, and it's caught there by Dusty Rook. And she gets a 7-yard gain out of that. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Yeah, and I think Ottawa might be settling for a field goal here, as they went with a short out route. And Rourke did a really good job at keeping herself maintained as she was trying to get tackled by Carver there, and gets a few extra yards out of it, inching it closer to field goal range. At this point, this would be a 36-yarder for their kicker.
Yeah, for their kicker, Eric Jacobson. As we're in a heavy set I formation here. Hand off to Miyahara gets the first down for Ottawa.
And you know what? We haven't seen any Azami Mihata yet, and except for maybe the first play of Ottawa's offensive game here, and big play as it is, getting that big yard that they needed to get that first down and a little bit more, as Ottawa now at the 15.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line, 5:34 and counting. Heavy set I formation here for Ottawa. Handoff is to Dwayne Salmons. The Salmons gets a few yards of that before he is stopped there by McDermott.
Yeah, at this point, we should just see all running plays from Ottawa here. We're going to see Dwayne Salmons. We might see Mihata again, maybe with a fullback dive. But their goal here is that they're already in very good field goal range. They just need to inch closer a little bit here. Doesn't matter if it gets to fourth down, and just shed that clock and make Tacoma's chance to tie this game insurmountable.
Yeah, Cyrus Drive 90.8 quarterback rating tonight. As it's 2nd and 8 from the Tacoma 12. Sive gets snap out of from the back man, and once again another run from Salmons there, and that'll make it 3rd and 3.
And that was a first down saving tackle from Remington James, knowing that if he didn't tackle him, that would have been another first down and more clock being shed against Tacoma here. So now it leads to a big 3rd down. They know that any stop here will force a field goal. If they go past, if Ottawa decides to go past here, which would be incredibly risky, they really need to get ready to have those hands up for interceptions.
As it's a single back 4 wide receiver set. Jive under center. Jive back to pass. He throws it in out of loose. Caught by Dusty Rourke in the end zone. Touchdown, Ottawa.
And that might be it there for Ottawa to get that big, to get the win that they needed here, as Tacoma goes a little bit too far deep, not realizing that Dusty Rourke, a lot of her routes so far in this game have either been out routes or curled routes, which has led the corners to be a little bit too far back and giving plenty of space for Rourke to walk herself to the end zone, essentially. And you see it there in the chat. Slam the door. Ottawa is done here.
Yeah, as Jacobson is out for the extra point here. The whole game, he only had 1 extra point block. This kick is up, and it is good. And it is now 30-16, Ottawa over Tacoma.
Yeah, and it's crazy when you think about it here. Ottawa's only scored 73 points through the first 5 games, and they managed to score 30 here against Tacoma. This is a big explosion of offense coming from the Cavalry squad that desperately needed it.
Yeah, as Jacobson is set to kick it off to McDermott. Or McDowell. McDowell receives it close to his end zone. And takes it to his 26-yard line, and we hit the 2-minute warning. 30-16 Tacoma. Can they make a comeback? We will find out. You're watching the SFLm on YouTube. Back here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Brett Solberg just resounded the call. Cameron Irvine producing I formation here for Tacoma. Back to throw, and that one's caught by Kaufman, and Kaufman goes out of, that one's out of bounds there, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Bit of a 50-50 call there. You're not sure whether to challenge that or not, but you have to utilize all 3 timeouts at this point. If you're Tacoma, there's a very, very slim chance that you can tie this game, but you need to have a deep route ready to go here. This might be the route to do it. They got Shane Kaufman on the top.
As we're in a single back 4 wide receiver set here. Patak gets a snap. Looking, and he is sacked on the play there, and that's a timeout.
And Patak was looking for Kaufman there as he was going post down the middle. and the corner did a really good job in just keeping with him, and just not enough time for Patak to throw that football as he gets down there, and an even more insurmountable here, 3rd and 16 coming up for the Grizzlies.
3rd and 16 from their own 18-yard line. Patak under center. Play bunched wide receivers to the bottom of your screen here. He gets the snap. Looks to throw, and that one is caught, and a timeout called. DeQueen on the, no, that is McDowell on the catch.
Yeah, and I don't think Tacoma wanted to use 2 timeouts right away on their 2-minute drill, as they only get to the 30-yard line and make it a 4th and 5 situation. You've got nothing left to lose here. You have to go for it, but you need to get to the 35. This is going to be decision time on what play they're gonna draw here.
5 wide receiver shotgun here. Attack gets the snap. He throws, and that one is caught by Kaufman for a first down, and they go back into the 5 wide receiver shotgun in a formation.
Yeah, you're gonna want this.
Throws, Patak throws, and it is incomplete. Looking for T. DeQueen, and there is
Zamar Bryant Jr. disrupting that.
Yeah, Mark Bryant Jr. there on the coverage of DeQueen.
Yeah, it was a very, very good decision on a throw from Tatak there, and DeQueen almost had it, but just a little bit of a nice hit to bobble that football loose.
2nd and 10 from the Tacoma 42-yard line. 5 wide receiver shotgun. Patak gets the snap. He throws it short. That one is caught. Shane Farnworth there on the catch.
So it's all slants working out for them.
5 wide receiver back to that. Pass
Same thing.
Looking for Farnworth once again, but this time it's incomplete. 4th and 1.
Same play, same target this time. Falworth just couldn't get his hands on that football, and now it's 4th and 1. Once again, in this 4th down situation, can Tacoma convert this 1 yard and continue having the possession of this football?
4th and 1 at the Tacoma Ottawa 49-yard line. Heavy set I formation.
This could be swing pass here.
Swing pass to JB Elliott. Elliott gets the first down. Stop there at the 45, and they go hurry up.
And I don't think this is the right formation to do it. They're probably going to go swing pass again, because you don't really have too many options with just Kaufman on that left side.
Once again, Elliott. Elliott gets the catch, and he stopped there. 2nd and 13 coming up here.
And they might have to use this final timeout. I think they need to get out of this formation.
Heavy set I formation again in the hurry up. Throws it, caught by Elliott, and he gets pushed out of bounds there. 3rd and 9 for Tacoma.
Okay, that's not too bad after losing some yardages on that first down play. 3rd and 9 situation. I think the play here is to get as many receivers as possible and try to misdirect the corners if you can.
Very important. 3rd and 9 for Tacoma. I formation here. Patak gets the snap. Goes back to throw, and that one is caught there. Kaufman coming. That was T. DeQueen coming back there. Gets the 2 yards short of the 4th down, and timeout Tacoma.
Yeah, and that was just the result of Patak maybe throwing a little bit too short, and DeQueen had to race to jump herself in front of that football. Still got the catch, and for the 3rd time in this drive, 4th down and short. You got to convert this to have a chance.
4th and 2 to Ottawa 37-yard line. This could be ball game for Tacoma. Goes it short. Caught. Falworth there on the catch.
Clock is ticking. They need to spike it here.
Victory formation spike. And with 20 seconds left, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Then you have to think, if you're Tacoma here, you've got to look end zone at this point. With only 20 seconds left, it's leaving not a lot of time for your guys to get 14 points out of this. So really, look for pay dirt on these next 3 plays.
Yeah, and hopefully, and Tacoma, again, this would be their 2nd loss back-to-back weeks, because last week they lost to Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
As it's 2nd and 10 from the Ottawa 28-yard line. Patak back to throw. He throws it. And that one is
they
caught.
got to get quickly in there, though.
That is caught by Kaufman. They have to reset quickly. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6. Patak spikes it with 5 seconds left.
They got to think quick throw here to have a chance. That was basically a touchdown-saving tackle from the safety to basically prevent any points from scoring. This might be it for Tacoma, but with 5 seconds left, anything is possible.
2nd and goal, 5 seconds left. Patak under center in a single back 2 wide receiver formation. He throws, and that is blocked away by Conley there, and 1 second left for Tacoma. One more shot at the end zone.
Yeah, the game is over for them essentially because you can't get 2 touchdowns in 1 second. I've tried that before. It's not possible. But this is going to be just for heart and for effort here for Tacoma, just to get this score.
I formation, 1 second left. Throws it short right. Touchdown Tacoma. McDowell with the catch, but is too little, too late. The clock's hit 0. But the field goal has to end this game.
Yeah, that's just a pride touchdown there. Just a great job using the 2-minute drill from Tacoma. Maybe used a little bit too much time that they wanted, but at least they got a score out of this. At least they have something to talk when they get back to Tacoma and really get back to practice here, as they not up at 3-3 here, and really muddies the situation for the playoff picture heading into week 7.
Yeah, as it definitely is. The final field goal kick is up for Trent, and that is good, and it's a final score: Ottawa 30, Tacoma 23, and Tacoma now on a 2-game losing streak. As the Cavalry go to 3-3, the Grizzlies go to 3-3, and the only thing we possibly know is right now, as we see in the left-hand corner of the screen, 24-17, Lincoln's down on San Jose, but this game here ends 30-23. Tacoma loses to Ottawa. What are your final thoughts here of this game?
Yeah, and basically it was just an incredible first and third quarter performances from Ottawa that helped them basically just get that separation. At the start of this game, I was kind of fearing that Ottawa might go with an air raid contest against this Tacoma team that is just so potent offensively, but the combination of Ottawa doing a pretty decent job to limit Ty Patak and really just limit his yardages. He still had a great game nonetheless, but Ottawa did a good job in responding in his own. Cyrus Jive doing a fantastic job just keeping the football just grounded a little bit here, as he only threw the 1 interception, but gets just a great involvement from both him and Salmons as well to kind of control the clock late in this fourth quarter and just kind of secure that victory that way. As for Tacoma, this is what happens when you try to play your big offense and the defense doesn't show up. We've seen it a couple times now this season, so I think heading back to practice, they really need to think about just shoring things up defensively so that Patak can really secure things and really try to blow teams out as we head into the latter stages of this SFLm season.
Yeah, the SFLm playoff race has gotten a little tighter after this one goes final. And your player of the game is Cyrus Jive, 33 of 40, 237, 3 touchdowns and a quarterback rating of 99.3. So that is it from here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. I have been Justin Reese along with Brett Searleberg. Amber Irvine is producing. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you next weekend for more SFLm action. Good night, everybody.